We're back at the Car Show. I'm Wesley Outland, and we are here now with my buddy. You could call him Fat Baby. You could call him Kevin Wray. That's his real name. And he is back for a second tenure as the voice of the place your mama warned you about, Cherokee Speedway. But we're not going to talk about that, maybe just a little bit. But we're going to promote Wrayz Wrapz here at the Car Show. Kevin, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing good, Wesley. Glad to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Now we got a hot seat now because we called races together, and now we're actually doing like a one-on-one interview.
Yeah, one-on-one interview.
Getting to know you, Fat Baby.
Lord, I don't know if you want to do that or not. I might be on America's Most Wanted. I don't want to know.
Oh man, okay. Well, listen, I'll make sure we don't mention where your location is. So, anyhow, Wrayz Wrapz, talk about this idea of what you did, you and your wife. By the way, they're celebrating their 10-year anniversary this weekend, and congratulations to that. And the idea of Wrayz Wrapz and how it came about.
Well, I've been in the industry 16 years, working for different people. And back this summer, my wife came up with the brilliant idea that, she said, you're working long hours. Said, why don't you do it for yourself? So we got to praying about it and checking financial situations, and the good Lord put it all in place for us to go into business. And September the 1st, we launched Wrayz Wrapz.
And Wrayz Wrapz has been phenomenal. I mean, wow, you've been really busy since you literally come out of the gate with it.
Wide open. I've been blessed. I've got some great customers. I'd like to thank all of them. I don't want to try to name them all because I know I'll miss some. Look forward to 2021. We're building and expanding. We even wrapped a fire truck last week. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We done it for STI Transport down in Greer, and it was a lot of fun to do. But my heart's in racing. I do commercial stuff. I do signs, banners, magnets, different things. We do embroidery. We do screen printing. We do direct-to-garment printing. But my heart will always be in race car wraps and wrapping vehicles.
What does it mean to wake up every morning, just like I do in my career, with different lifestyles, but knowing that, hey, I make a living in motorsports, what you love, especially short track racing, dirt and pavement?
Well, I grew up in it. I'm 48. A lot of people don't want to tell their age. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm 48. I grew up 5 miles from Cherokee Speedway. I started going when I was 3 years old. My dad started taking me. He run around with Stick Elliott and some of that bunch, and I grew up at the racetrack. And, as I grew older, I helped Roger Hamrick, and I got my love for graphics from my mom. She was in graphics. And I helped Roby Combs. What I called help was hand me this, hand me that, when he would letter Rogers cars. And it just fascinated me to watch Roby hand letter cars. I wished I could hand letter. I can't. If it wasn't for designing on a computer and hitting print, I couldn't do it. But the guys like Robin Caldwell and Roby and those guys that hand lettered them, those are awesome. And, technology has took it so much further, and the graphics are so much more in depth now than they could ever hand paint. And it's a lot of fun, especially, being my own boss man. He can be a butt sometimes, but I have to get up every morning, put my shoes on, and go to work. You can't lay in the bed and get it done.
And then you got people like Bebo, Brian Franklin, and Bruce Camp, and awesome, and even your wife, as you mentioned, helping you along the way.
I have an awesome staff. Bebo, Brian Franklin, he's at work today. He'll be in tomorrow. He'll be up here with us tomorrow in booth 318. He does an awesome job graphic designing for me. Bruce Camp, he's been with me. He helped me at my former job. He decided to come with me to my new adventure, and my son Seth. If it wasn't for those, and Kay coming in, Kay works for the post office, and then in the evening she'll come in and help some too. If it wasn't for those guys, though, they make me look good. They make my job easy. With guys like that, I can't go wrong.
And I think the word here is it takes a team. It takes a team of people just to pull off what you do at Wrayz Wrapz, like a racetrack at Cherokee Speedway or the car show that you're seeing here. What did it mean to you whenever the PRI? You've never been to PRI, right?
I've been to PRI.
You've been to PRI, okay? Yes. So you know how big PRI is. What could you compare the car show to for it?
I like this. It's more of a local setting. PRI to me is just so huge. You go into PRI and you literally walk for 3 days and still don't see everything like you would want to.
Right,
you might can walk by it,
yeah,
but you can't really just walk and browse. You can't buy anything at PRI. Here you get to at least, for something here you want a steering wheel, hey, Crate Insider's got one laying right over here. I'm looking at it. You can buy it. Daytona 1, I appreciate them, doing what they're doing as the title sponsor and allowing us to do stuff like this. We get to see our local, not everybody drives to Indianapolis.
That's right.
This is more on a local deal. You get to see you guys that you actually do work for, and it's a lot of fun. I've been sitting over all morning laughing, cutting up with people. I got to go out to dinner last night with the guys from ProFab, and we had a good time. And it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, Andrew's always a character. We'll grab him earlier. Andrew, obviously, we got to get him. He's a great friend to Crate Insider, and we're glad to have them a part of the car show. But in closing, you're back on the microphone again. You're used to holding these things, like me.
I did. I went in with Lenny Buff from, I guess it was 06, 07 up through 12. My son was playing high school football at the time with the desire to play college ball, and I knew with me working and helping at Gaffney High School, for me to get him to where he wanted to be, I needed to cut back on stuff I was enjoying. So I stepped away from the mic for a while. I got him through high school. He'll graduate, good Lord willing, in May, as long as he keeps his GPA like it is right now.
You told me about that, yeah.
Well, he's got a 3.1 GPA, almost a 3.2 GPA. He's got to do his internship. He's going into sport management. And he's got a minor in business, and he helps me, and that's the main thing, as long as he helps me. But he'll graduate in May from Newberry College in Newberry, South Carolina. And so I sat down with them. I had a chance back in March. Eddie Ray at Travelers Rest had contacted me about coming over to TR. And I sat down with the family because I just wanted to make sure it was good with everybody.
Gotcha.
He was through with his playing days, and it's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, go do it. So I done TR this year, and then towards the end of the year, Cherokee parted ways with Matt Wheeler, or Matt Wheeler parted ways. I don't know, don't care, it's none of my business. Right. Matt's on to a new adventure, and I wish him well. Matt's a friend of mine. Scott and Tony come and talked to me about taking back over at Gaffney, and I was excited. I'm very excited to be back on the mic at Cherokee.
Now, when you stepped away from announcing and your son, Seth, was involved in high school football to try to go into college level, did you become a coach? I know you said you did some stuff at the school, so did you become a coach, or were you a coach on the sidelines or in the bleachers?
I volunteer helped at Gaffney High School for 22 years. And I've been blessed to be around a lot of great coaches in my career. And football is my love. It's my second love. It always will be. And the training and the in-depth detail of training that it takes to be at the top level to play college ball, it's an everyday grind. College sports is not what everybody thinks it is.
Gotcha.
College sports is a job. Anybody out there that's listening, they talking about going in and playing, I don't care what sport it is in college, it's a job.
For sure, definitely.
So we trained hard. Off his high school team, he was the only kid to go to college and play football. He was blessed to sign with Gardner-Webb at first. Then he transferred to Newberry, played 2 years at Newberry, and he'll graduate in May. And I would take nothing for the time I got to spend with him in training, the laughs, the cries, the ups, the downs, he hates me, I hate him. I want to choke him out. He wants to choke me out. But at the end of the day, we made it through, and I love him. I love my daughter, Brianna, my two grandbabies, and my son-in-law, Taylor. My baby grandbaby, which is 5,
right?
They're fixing to put him in a champ go-kart. So the racing goes on.
I've been told we've really gone over our extended limit, but when you get two announcers in the same stage together, it's going to happen.
Alex, you're no fun.
We got a producer behind the scenes, Alex Hinder, there letting us know our timer. But one final question, and then we'll end it here with Fat Baby Kevin Ray of Wrayz Wrapz. Let everybody know how they can contact you, and where they can.
You can find us on
business.
You can find us on Facebook, Wrayz Wrapz, or you can give me a call, 864-761-6500. That's the two best ways to get me. Again, you can hit me up on Facebook under my name or the Wrayz Wrapz name under Kevin Ray or Wrayz Wrapz, or you can give me a call, either one. It's my cell phone. It never gets cut off. So,
That's it. That was always a great time. Fat Baby Kevin Ray, always a pleasure, bud. Thank you so much. And again, Wrayz Wrapz, part of the car show here in Hickory, North Carolina.